Okay, so our magic is back, but the timepiece appears to be busted. No longer works. I'm pretty sure it only worked here in the manor anyway. So, I'm not sure what exactly to expect out here. But let's... Oh. Hello.
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void.
Yes.
But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the rooms only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
Oh, that's why he's helping us. That's probably why he helped us in the beginning.
Credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
Oh. So this weirdo thing. Ew.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined.
Well, so are we in the real world now?
Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Maybe I just won't pay at all. Who's gonna say anything?
I'm just going out on a limb here and guessing no one's gonna actually give it.
Slow down flow 4, did Martha say?
Apparently the family committee made a request. Too much dust was pissing down.
Oh, at least Stilton listens to them. More than I can say for the Grand Guard.
Yeah, the Duke is rotten and it spreads out from there. But Airman Stilton is a good man.
I'll tell him you said that. He drinks at my brother's pub.
He knows we appreciate him. Karnaca has problems, but it could be a lot worse here in this district.
It was. I can tell you for a fact. It was. Okay, so this area is now blocked off. I can't go back to the rest of this area. However, might be some new stuff to look at, and also I heard, whoa, there's stuff. Yes, there's several stuff. Okay. You don't have anything to steal on you, right?
What are you covering your face for? Keep the dust out?
Yes. That was very truthful sounding, wasn't it?
This is the Duke of Secundus. At the request of Aramis Stilton, I'm told I need to present another set of awards to critical mine workers this month. For safety? Certainly not.
Playing
for
dice tonight. You in?
You should all thank Stilton. The only one of you lazy ingrates worth anything. Back to work, all of you.
I think we've helped people. I truly believe that we
Ooh,
have.
somebody's packing weapons.
I am, and they're all out for people to see. Okay, so it looks like we are pretty good. I'm not trying to go back to this skiff or whatever just yet. I just thought that by taking this way, I find cooler things. The bone is inside of this place here.
This is the Duke of Secaucus. Another thing.
What?
While all the prominent city leaders attended the most recent palace dinner, yes, it's true, I excluded Vice Overseer Liam Berg. Contrary to what the Abbey believes, I do not hate him. But no one tells me when to stop drinking. And how is it possible to eat when
Oh wow, he just sounds like an angry child at this point. Oh, the dust storm's still a thing because the isn't like forcing the mines to get so,
We get
you
approval
know.
for the new ventilation shaft. It'll mark a real victory. More air means less dusty lung.
Yeah, you are correct. You are correct in that assumption. It's been so long since I used magic.
Workers from all across the Empire. Every city represented.
At least I can see where she's going now. Actually, she had a name. I might want to talk to her, actually. Well, at least see if I can talk to her.
I covered. Hello there. What?
Oh, why did I do that? I don't know how to be friendly to people anymore. This is my fault. I don't know how to be friendly to people anymore. Hey, let's be nice.
Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here. Considering who you are, I don't know whether to feel honored that you recognize me or to yell at you for propping up the Duke while he's shitting all over Serkonos. And who do you think I am? I'm not stupid. Whether the newspapers and the posters in the street are right or wrong, I know who you are. And I hope you're here to end Luca Abella's tyranny. Either way, we haven't been sitting around waiting for you to clean up your mess. Sounds like you have a plan. No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy. Trust your judgment. All right. I'll remember that. Anyway, good luck. There's still a chance to make something new here in Karnaca. Something that serves everyone, not just some rapacious bastard with a title.
Well, okay. Oh, okay. This is cool. I am sorry that in 2 past versions of myself that I tried to choke you out. I'm not used to...
What is wrong?
I'm not used to being social to people anymore. It has been a long time. So you'll have to excuse me. Well, this area is safe now. Ish. Safe-ish. Rune. Another one. And another one.
Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucia Pastor. Well, she's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mines. Fewer hours for the children working down there, too.
Why does Pastor care in the first place? She isn't one of us. Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel.
There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident. They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
I think Lucia Pastor just has a good heart and a strong will.
Well, if Stilton listens to what she has to say, instead of following every idiotic request coming from the Grand Palace, I won't complain.
How are you talking and
Stilton's not a
coughing at
bad
the same
man.
time?
I bet things will be a lot worse without him running the mines.
This is true. This is very true. I'm just checking to see if anyone has gold on them. Okay, it's up there. Okay. So that is cool. Where else is stuff? There's stuff. I think that is the next stuff. Okay. Cool. Swift Shadow. That's boarded up now. I can't get in that way. Any way up here? Nope. I think this building is actually off limits to me now.
Wouldn't miss that.
Yeah, this building isn't open to me anymore. Okay, so let's see. That should be the last one here. Okay.
Maybe no one else will even notice, but things have changed here. For the better.
Yes, I am aware. Ooh. Invisible thread. Thought there was something cool up here. Anyway, I should look at this stuff that I got. So, bone charms. One of them was swift something. Robust, elixirs, more health. Mana, swift shadow movement, and slightly faster in stealth mode. I like that. That is something I need. What do I not need? Shadow Embrace. I don't think I actually use that too much. So where's the swift thing? There we go. Cool. Now where was another thing? Risky parry. Invisible thread. Far reach renders you invisible during movement. That is a good thing. Okay.
Look at what's coming to him, Megan. Leaders rise and fall. Even the greatest problems arisen.
You're back.
Hey,
That was quick.
I was listening to what you guys were saying.
Sorry I couldn't take you to see Stilton myself. But I guess you found the place.
So, it's weird, but I sent those two guys...
Remember what you saw here when you're back in Dunwall, Emily. My final lesson, perhaps.
I'm a bit confused by what this means. Because I put that Howler guy and Overseer Byrne
Let's get back to the dreadful whale.
I put them both on a ship to a faraway place, but apparently they're still here because things have changed so much. So, I don't know. Anyway.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes. Yes, let's go and see what
I found a way to get around Paolo and Byrne. And I've been to Stilton's house. Let's go.
Did not kill anyone. Stealth. Oh, they detected all the bodies because they're nice like that. Runes, bone charms. There wasn't any. I got all of those things, so that's good. Mind made whole. Like a basement. Oh, I did that too. Huh. I mean, yeah, I was just, you know, better today. Okay, cool.
Bell tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can you feel it? This is my last night. Soon I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
So we're gonna trap her in the heart of her mom. Oh boy. My Emily, your courier has only given me scant minutes to write back before he leaves for your secret location. I'm in tears that he won't give me the location or take me along, but I trust you. I don't know if it's fair to be angry with you, or if I should instead cry tears of joy knowing you're alive. It seems that Morley is on the verge of going to war against Crystal, and the rumors from Dunwall are grim and strange. We've heard about soldiers made of metal, women commanding the trees, and whales gathering in the harbor singing their songs in reverse. I hate the whole world for being between you and me while we should be holding hands. Please be safe, or I don't know what to do. Wyman. You're right. Here. So my guess is that both these games, Dishonored 1 and 2, were orchestrated partly by the, oh, these are all stuff I found. Okay. They were all orchestrated by the outsider in a way. He assisted us because he knew we would help him get rid of Delilah, because he didn't want her around. So that's a thing. Okay, welcome back to Dishonored 2. I think we've done this. Yes, we have. So never mind. I think we're on to the Grand Palace. I don't think we're back at Dunwall yet, unless if we are. In which case I'm wrong, but I don't think we're back there quite yet. Where are we? Oh, I thought I saw something. Was I already in here? I might have looked around in here a little bit before anything happened. Nope. Nothing here. Well, they want me up there. Okay.
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes. I regret my affiliation with the young Duke, but his father and I were close. It was my hope that Luca would eventually grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos have very real consequences.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos. fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Once the Duke falls, it's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
I always like to overhear what they're talking about before I actually get in there, because sometimes it's important things. Oh. Anything in here? I don't know, but this place looks a bit more cleaned up than what it was before. Ah, that's me. And that's her.
Duke Abel spared no expense on his new palace.
Oh, okay, so you are still
It's
here.
tacky if you ask me. Byrne wanted to be High Overseer. A gangster could never be trusted to run a city. I wonder what Aramis Stilton can accomplish now that things are different.
Well, I do think he's already made things better for people. Why is that door locked? That's interesting. I'm like fairly certain I've gotten in there. Maybe there's another way in. Oh well, let's just continue looking for a minute. You mice need to go. Sorry. Oh, give me a little bit of mana. Okay. Not sure there's anything else much to look around for in here. Let's see if this is different.
Now we're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points, picking the approach. Thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement, there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though, it's Duke Luca Abel. I've loved a number of women, and even a couple of men. But I've never loved anyone like my Deirdre. After I left home, those first years on the streets, she's all that kept me from the bottom of the river. I could sleep on a pile of garbage under a leaky awning as long as she was there with me. Sharing a tin of potted meat or a bottle of brandy that we nicked during the day. The Duke and his little brother came through Dunwall. And Deirdre and I got in their way as they stepped out of their fancy coach. The Duke goaded his brother, calling us wharf roaches. And it was the brother who swung the stick that killed her. Splitting her skull, there were wooden gazelles on top of the coach. And I snapped one off and drove it into his eye, as deep as it would go. Deirdre was already gone. Dead as a doornail. Lying in the muck, and staring up at the gray Dunwall sky. On the run after that. I was hunted by the City Watch and even members of the Grand Guard up from Zirconos. People looked at me like I was cursed, spitting whenever I got close. Everyone knew I'd bring trouble. Even the gangs. The Duke's brother has been dead for a long time. But now was my chance to get back at Luca Abel for setting him off against pretty, young Deirdre. Nothing was the same for me after they took her away.
So this is personal then. Very personal. I don't know how that's cooking. but apparently it is. Okay. Oh, everyone's on there. Okay. Also, I think I know the way into that locked room. At least I thought I did. It's usually one of these open hatches on here, I believe. Except it's not open. So I don't know. Maybe it's different. Are you Aramis Stilton? I think it is. Let's start the briefing then.
Are you ready for this? I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
She has 2 hands, and the mark on her face is
You
gone.
were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault.
Ooh,
If he's
okay.
keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.
Yeah, that is Aramis Stilton.
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of Luca.
Interesting. But look. She has both her hands. Before, she had one arm and one of her eyes was missing, but now she's mostly whole. And I wonder if doing the thing with, saving Aramis Stilton actually did that.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful here near the end of my time.
Okay. 7 stairs. Okay. Okay. I'm usually better when I'm actually in there and I can place where things are. Why does he keep making noises at me?
A likable fellow, and quite humble. I've no idea where they found him, but the Duke's double has spent years passing for the Duke. I suppose Luca always hoped his double would be there to take an assassin's bullet.
Wait.
Take care. I hope to see you again.
I robbed your house. Thought I'd let him know that. But yeah, I'm just a bit confused because I fully remember getting into one of the locked room that's basically right where it should be. It's right under me here. And I'm sure I got through it over here, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it's different now.